Dear students, this is 11th Zoology video class, Chapter 3, Tissue Level of Organization, Part 1. Chapter 3, Tissue Level of Organization, Part 1. Today, we are going to see new chapter, Chapter 3, Tissue Level of Organization. In this chapter, we are going to see what is animal tissue, what is epithelial tissue we are going to see, then what is connective tissue we are going to see, then what is muscle tissue we are going to see, then neural tissue we are going to see. What is tissue? What is tissue? Group of cells, they form a tissue. So that tissue they organize to form organ and organ system. So these are the basic informations. In multicellular organisms, cells do not operate independently. You know what do you mean by multicellular organisms? The organisms which are made up of many cells. That is we call as a multicellular organisms. Cells do not operate independently. Instead, they form a tight cell communities that live and work together. So here multicellular organisms, they do not operate independently. Instead of that one, they form tight cells as a communities and that they live together as well as work together. Individual body cells are specialized one. Individuals body cells are specialized one with each type performing a specific functions. Individual body cells, they are specialized one with each type performing specific functions that helps to maintain homeostasis. So if a person's having of any organism, if they have individual body cells, that cells is we call as a specialized cells. So that cells, that specialized cells perform a specific functions and that helps to maintain homeostasis and benefits the body as a whole. What is homeostasis? Maintaining internal environment we call as a homeostasis. Just underline. If you want to write, you can write it out. Homeostasis means maintaining internal environment. The cell specializations is obvious. The cell specialization is obvious. How the muscle cells look and act differs greatly from skin cells. The muscle cells looks and act different, greatly from skin cells. Cell specializations allows the body to function in coordinated way. So cells specializations, what they do, the cell specialization, they allow body to functions in a coordinated means in communicated ways. A group of cells that are similar in structure and perform a common or related functions are called as the tissue. Mark it 2 marks. A group of cells that are similar in structure and perform common or related functions, that is we call as a tissue. That is we call as a tissue. Okay. Here, tissues are organized in specific proportions. Tissues are organized in specific proportions and patterns to form organs. So all these tissues are organized to form organs. Okay, as I told earlier, tissues means group of cells, they form a tissue. A group of tissue, they form an organs. Examples: lungs, heart, stomach, kidneys, ovaries, testes. So these are the organs. These are the organs. Hence, the tissues are called living fabrics. Hence, the tissues are called living fabrics. If two or more organs perform common physical and chemical functions, they are called organ system. What is organ system? Mark 2 marks. If two or more organs, they perform common physical as well as the chemical functions. That is we call as an organ system. Examples of organ systems are digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, excretory system, etc. So these are the examples of organ system. Most organs contain different types of tissue. Most organs, they contain different types of tissues and their arrangements determines the organ structure and functions. So what do they say here? So most organs, they contain different types of tissue and their arrangements determines by the organ structure as well as the functions. That's what they say here. The study of tissue is called as a histology. Important one word, just underline. The study of tissue is called histology. Complements the study of gross anatomy. So full of study of complements study. That is we call as a gross anatomy. Together they provide structural basis for understanding organ physiology. The next topic is the one animal tissues. Next topic is the one animal tissues. Animal tissues are classified according to the size, shape, and functions of the cells. Animal tissues are classified. How do they classify? Based on size, shape, and functions of the cells. So here there are four primary tissue types are interviewed to form the fabric of the body. So here there are four primary tissues are there. They interview to form a fabrics of the body. They are the four primary tissues we'll see now one by one. They are epithelial tissue. They are epithelial tissue and the connective tissue, muscle tissue, and nervous tissues. So these are the four primary tissue types. And what are the functions of these four primary tissue types? Is the one epithelial tissues are used for covering the body, and connective tissues are used for the support one. The muscles tissues are used for the movement, and the nervous tissues are used for the control. Here, so the picture 3.1 they given here. So these are the things. So here these are the pictures, different types of tissues here. Okay, types of tissues in human: epithelial tissue, skeletal tissue, connective tissue, nervous tissues, cardiac muscles, and smooth muscles. Now we'll see what is epithelial tissue, where does it present, what are the locations of that one, what is the size of the epithelial tissues. So all these things we'll see now. Epithelial tissues is a sheet of cells that covers the body surface or lines the body cavity. What is epithelial tissues? It is a sheet of cells. What they do? They cover body surface, and it occurs in the body as a covering, as a covering, as a lining epithelium, as a glandular epithelium. So these epithelial tissues are used for covering purpose, and lining epithelium in that area epithelial tissues will be there, as glandular epithelium are there. The functions of epithelium includes, we'll see one by one. The functions of epithelium includes protection. You know what you mean protections? To be safe. And absorptions, filtrations, excretions, secretions, and sensory reception. Mark it 2 marks. The functions of epithelium, they'll ask you, what are the functions of epithelium? Important one, important. Just mark it out. Here, they are given classifications of animals. Here. We'll see that one. Before we'll see the classification animals, just will complete the epithelial tissues. Based on the structural modifications of cells, the epithelial tissues are classified into simple epithelium and compound epithelium, or we call it a stratified epithelium. So based on the structural modifications of cells, the epithelial tissues are classified into two. One is simple epithelium and compound epithelium. We'll see one by one what is simple epithelium. Here, the simple epithelium is composed of a single layer of cells. Simple epithelium is composed of single layers of cells. They are found in organs of absorptions. Wherever the organs are used for absorptions, in that area the simple epithelium tissues will be present. They are found in organs of absorptions. Organs of the absorptions, secretions and filtrations. So these are in these areas they found. Which one found? The simple epitheliums are found. The simple epithelial tissues are found. The simple epithelial tissues are further declassified into squamous, cuboidal, columnar, ciliated, pseudo stratified. Here, this is a classification of animal tissue. You can go through this one. They ask you as a 2 marks. Important one. The classifications of animal tissues. The animal tissues are classified into epithelial tissues, connective tissues, muscular tissues, and neural tissues. If you see the epithelial tissues, they divide into two. That's what we are seeing. Simple epithelial tissues and compound epithelial tissues. The compound epithelial tissues is also called as a stratified epithelial tissues. Here, simple epithelial tissues, they are classified into 5 types. What are the 5 types? Squamous, simple epithelial tissues, then cuboidal, simple epithelial tissues, then columnar epithelial tissues, then ciliated epithelial tissues, then pseudostratified epithelial tissues. And compound epithelial tissues is also classified into 2. One is stratified compound epithelial tissues and transitional compound epithelial tissues. And again, stratified compound epithelial tissues are classified into squamous, cuboidal, and columnar. The squamous again classified into keratinized, non-keratinized. So these are the flowchart of classifications of animals. Just learn this one. It's an important one. Okay, then here continuations of this one. The simple epithelial tissues further classified into squamous epithelium. That's what we are seeing now. And you can underline this. 1, 2, 3. You can allot 1, 2, 3. Squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, ciliated epithelium, and pseudostratified epithelium. We are going to see one by one. What are the functions of squamous epithelium? What are the functions of cuboidal epithelium? One by one we'll see. The squamous epithelium is made up of single thin layer of flattened cells. So squamous epithelium is made up of single layer and its shape is one flattened cells with irregular boundaries. They don't have specific boundaries. They are found in the kidney of glomeruli. They found the kidney of glomeruli. Okay, and not only glomeruli, air sac of lungs, lining of heart, blood vessels, and lymphatic vessels, and are involved in the functions like forming a diffusions boundary and filtrations inside, where protection is not important one. So in this area and at all, the squamous epithelium cells are found. Okay, today just whatever we are discussed, just go through. We are discussed classifications of animals, and also we are discussed what is simple epithelium, and also we are discussed what is epithelial tissues and types of tissue in human we are seen. Then what is animal tissue we are seen, what is histology, what is organ systems, what is living fabric, what is tissue. All these things we have seen today. Just go through today itself. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. Okay, bye. Take care.